Just 2 years ago, I and 19 other high school girls graduated from a program called Girls Who Code on this very stage, Throwback Thursday. It's never actually been a Thursday when I say that. Cool. But for now, let's rewind a little bit. One day in the middle of my junior year of high school, I walked into our school's computer lab to find my friend on his laptop there. I walked over to him to ask what he was up to, and he said, "Oh, I'm coding Brick Breaker." "You're doing what to Brick Breaker?" He responded, "I'm coding Brick Breaker." Just super casual, low-key, building my all-time favorite mobile game from scratch on his computer. He then proceeded to show me this crazy jumble of words and colors that he called his code, and while explaining what coding was. To make a long story short, I really wanted to learn what this magic was, so after a lot of researching, I found a program called Girls Who Code. Girl and code, can those two words even be used in the same sentence? Girls Who Code not only does that in its name, but also defies similar taboos. Girls Who Code is a nonprofit organization aimed at closing the huge gender gap in technology, primarily through their summer immersion program, which is what I did that following summer. So basically, I spent 7 weeks in a basketball court 2 floors below us um, with 19 other high school girls. And in this basketball court, 20 girls had the entire world of technology opened up to them, just like that. And hands down, it was honestly the best 7 weeks of my life. I remember a time towards the third week of the program when we were learning Python and using it to program these little red robots. In middle school, I had tried doing robotics, and I absolutely hated it. The teacher moved too fast, I had no one to ask for help, and everyone else in the club, almost everyone else in the club, was a guy. Middle school guys are already a lot to handle, but but these guys would come barreling into the room in groups, talking loudly with each other, and as soon as the programming began, their fingers would fly across the keyboard as fast as physically possible. And they just knew what they were doing, and they had the support of their friends around them. I I just felt so lost and uncomfortable and isolated in that computer room, and that was enough to make me quickly fall behind in robotics and ultimately led to me dropping out of the club. Girls Who Code was a completely different story. I was with other girls my age, my skill level, all exploring the world of computer science together. I remember when my group was trying to connect our robot to our laptop, and there were some technical difficulties, but that moment that we finally got it connected and ran our first command to move forward for 3 seconds and saw the little red robot obediently start on its journey, that was an amazing moment. And that entire following week of robotics was one of my favorite weeks in the program. Girls Who Code created an environment for me to open up the path and learn about this world of technology. This was a path that was previously blocked off to me. I owed so much to this program that the following summer I went back as a teaching assistant to help open up this path to another group of 20 girls. This past summer, as much as I loved and missed Girls Who Code, I decided to move on and ended up working as a software engineering intern at Twitter. And this part is not so great. And I found myself on a team comprised of 15 grown men and then me. Every single one of them was at least a little bit taller than I, or usually a lot bit taller than I was, a little bit louder, a little bit more assertive. And it was intimidating, not only being the youngest and one of the few people of color, but also being the only girl. It brought back memories of those middle school robotics days. And I was very close to succumbing to the growing imposter syndrome in me. But Girls Who Code taught me otherwise. Reshma Saujani, the founder of Girls Who Code, taught me otherwise when she came to our class in our basketball court to talk to us. I can't exactly quote her on this because during when she came, her 15-minute spiel captivated me so much that I completely forgot to write down anything. But one of the things that stuck with me through the years was when she told us that girls shouldn't have to apologize for their intelligence, for their skills. We have to own it and not second guess ourselves with constant hesitations and apologies. Girls Who Code, through the workshops we had, the speakers we heard, the people we met, helped me build, or at least start to build, a kind of confidence in the world of technology and in life in general. This summer, over 1,500 girls across the country got the same opportunity. And I speak for not just myself, but many of them as well when I say that we have Girls Who Code to thank for where we are today. I want to say a huge thank you to Girls Who Code and AppNexus for those 7 weeks that changed my life. And if you guys have a younger sister or a daughter who is as obsessed with Brick Breaker as I was, or Flappy Bird, Pokemon Go, if you see them on the iPad playing it, just ask them, so how would you like to learn how to build it? Thank you.